Greetings and salutations, loyal crew. My name is Skipper the 14th, and welcome back to another episode of the Test of Time Metaseries. In the last episode, we finished up France's journey through Civ 6, through the Test of Time, by getting a culture victory in Civ 6 after getting 3 culture victories before that. And in this episode, we're going to start Arabia's journey through the Test of Time by playing in Civ 3. So, quick overview. In vanilla Civ 3, Arabia are religious and expansionist. We haven't seen either of those traits yet in the series, but in my version they are commercial and religious because I felt that was a little bit more fitting. The Arabian Caliphate was more, at least like I associate it more with like the trade caravans and, you know, exuding its influence over its merchants and its trade routes than through holding huge swaths of land like America or Russia, who are expansionist in the base game as well. And of course religious because, you know, so commercial we've seen in the series before. Religious, you get shorter anarchy. I believe it's like only 1 turn or 2 turns. It's like very much shorter than the like even the shortest you can get with a non-religious civ. And you also get cheaper temples and cathedrals. Those are half cost. And their unique unit, the Mamluk, in the base game is called the Ansar Warrior. I renamed it again mostly for kind of thematic appropriateness and historical accuracy. It is a knight. It has 1 less defense but 1 more movement, so it's a little frailer, but it's a lot faster. It can get to where it's going sooner, and it can I think it also has a higher chance to retreat from combat than something with just 2 movement. I could be wrong, but yeah, that's also how it is in the base game. It's just a kind of lighter cavalry version of the knight, faster but frailer on the defense. So as for our goals this series in Civ 3, since we've done diplomatic victory, domination, and culture already, I think it's only fitting that we do a space race. Since we haven't seen that yet, and it will also give us an opportunity to kind of show off more of the end game, since you know, in the other game, since in the domination game we didn't even get to the last era, and in the other 2 games we kind of like touched on the beginning of the last era, but didn't really dive too deep into much of it. The other victory we haven't seen yet in Civ 6 is the Civ 3, is the conquest victory, but that requires wiping out everyone on the map, and that would also require us to disable domination victory, because if you're gonna wipe out everyone, then you're gonna hit the domination triggers before you even finish the job. So ready to go for space race. You know, typical normal settings with the map: continents, 70% water, normal settings, so on and so forth. So let's just dive in. Okay. Probably gonna re-roll starts for a little. Never mind. That is very nice. Don't have a lot of the bonus grassland. A lot of bonus grassland is outside the BFC of our first city, but we do have horses, which is very good. Because our unique unit requires them, as you can probably guess. And we also start on a river, lots of grassland, lots of food. Let's just settle in place. Oh, and even more bonus grassland nearby. That is all very, very nice. Of course. Let's see. Let's start with pottery. We start with ceremonial burial and the wheel, since ceremonial burial because we are religious and the wheel because we are commercial. Excuse me. Then I think we'll research pottery. Then just beeline philosophy, and probably get either map making or code of laws with the free tech from philosophy. Then we'll kind of work things out from there. So, science victory. We've seen science victory in Civ 4. I did it twice. The second time, much to everyone's chagrin, I could tell. But the premise is more or less the same. We are building a giant spaceship to take us to Alpha Centauri, the neighboring, the closest star to our solar system. Whereas in Unlike in Civ 4, however, where you have like multiple, where like there are certain parts we have to build multiple of, and certain you only have to build one of. In Civ 3, you only have to build one of each part, but there are, I think, 10 parts, and each one of them requires a certain specific resource. Like, unlike in Civ 4, where you get a discount if you have that resource, in Civ 3 you just straight up can't build it unless you have that resource. Oh, nice. Yeah, your borders expanding can pop goody huts, if you didn't know that. Looks like we do have some luxuries. We have these silks, and we also have some cattle, some cows. Very nice. It's a very good bonus resource. Okay, I think we can, yeah, just have enough to build a settler. It's like we're fairly close to the top of the map, as you can see by the tundra. Got some gold from that goody hut. That's very nice. Yeah, look at all this snow on these mountains. And we also spawned right next to a huge desert, so we're in kind of like this narrow band of grassland between the tundra and the desert. It looks like we have someone pretty close to our south. Not sure who that is, just based on the color, just because there's like no set color a certain civ can be, like in this game. I think I touched on that, where civs can just kind of end up being whatever color. Okay, so it is Carthage. Alright, kind of appropriate because they are close to Arabia in real life. Let's see. Let's go for what do you want for bronze working? Ceremonial burial, 1 gold per turn, and yeah, no. Okay, have an alphabet then. What do you want for that? Greedy bastard. Alright. So we can't get anything off of him reasonably. He wants everything we have. I always forget about my sliders first thing in the game. Okay, yeah, I'll get started on alphabet and build a granary, because we're going to be cranking a lot of settlers out of Mecca, so we want the city to regrow its population quickly. So that'll allow you to get those silks as well as some of the bonus grassland. Oh, and we got bronze working for free from a goody hut, so let's go back to Hannibal. See if it'll give us alphabet for pottery, and alright, what do you want for alphabet? They still won't give it to us for anything. Alright. So, I mean, I was gonna say, we know we're gonna kill him, but with my general Civ 3 game plan, I gotta take a shot every time I say Civ 6 instead of Civ 3. With my general game plan for this game, we're gonna wipe him out anyway, because I like to kind of claim the whole continent for myself and then kind of go from there. So Medina, with all these silks, that's a lot of. Why are you? Mecca is working the horses, because that gives 2 food and 2 shields, as well as the commerce, which is a very good tile. Just keep on exploring, get some more money. And huge desert. Kind of fitting, considering we're Arabia, but kind of disappointing, because, you know, the only thing desert gives you is 1 shield. It's like a plains tile, but worse. So, thankfully there are a fair few oases and floodplains that we can use in the meantime, but it looks like Carthage is expanding this way. So I wonder if I can just like slap down like a cheeky settle like right here to get this incense and this oasis before he does, just so we have the extra luxury. Having more happiness for our cities is always nice. Medina, how about you work on a temple since we have the discount? Since we know a guy can get us a good discount at temples, you know what I mean? Alright, that volcano's erupting away. Oh, we got someone else down here. Might be Netherlands, it's orange, but it could really be anybody. Like I said, this game isn't picky about what color someone ends up being. It's sometimes just random. Settler, yes. Would his mind if we take a little detour through his land? Yes, it is Netherlands. Alright, they will give us warrior code for ceremonial burial. Is there anything else we can get off of him? Alphabet for the wheel. Awesome. Yes, we'll move. Alright, now he doesn't have anything that we don't, so there's no point talking to him. No point trying to get blood from that stone. You bastard. Masonry for free. We got horseback for free. And all the techs are free. Especially the ones that we weren't necessarily gunning for. So I definitely think our first target is going to be Carthage. A, because they're closer, and B, because he's a greedy bastard. I mean, not like I'm one to talk on that front, really, but, you know, he's not allowed to be a greedy bastard. I'm the player, I can do whatever I want. Let's just set this guy right over there. It's a bit far away from our core, but I'd like to lap that up before he does. And if he gets to it before we do, then we could just change course. Alright, Medina, you finish the temple. So now you start building us up there as well. Yeah, we want to get kind of like our core handful of cities. We want to give them granaries, because they're going to be the ones that are cranking out the... I just forgotten Arabs. Yeah. Right, so, we don't have a lot of land yet, comparatively speaking, but it's the beginning of the game, you know. Most cities only have like 2 or 3, maybe 1 cities. Well, obviously not, because we're on the bottom, so that means we have the least amount of tiles. So, there's luxury out of Medina. It looks like we did beat him to settling down here. So there's Damascus. I think we'll build a warrior first, just in case he gets cheeky and wants to take it out. And it looks like, it looks like we might have a small continent where it's just the 3 of us, which would be nice because it means there's fewer people to have to kill, but that also means that there's, you know, a higher chance we won't get a strategic resource that we need. We'll hook up those horses. Probably get, maybe get some chariots going. Maybe wait until we get our unique unit. Have this guy go down there. Kind of seal off the pass. Make sure we get, we don't get, Damascus doesn't get cut off, as it were. Okay, so there is someone else on this continent. There is someone kind of further away down there. Yeah, I'm gonna be cheeky. I'm gonna build the pyramids. Now we get a discount on temples, so if we wanted to build them without getting them for free, we could very easily, but, you know, why not? It's a wonder. It's helpful, get us lots of culture, and also save us a lot of production, because it's a lot of, it's a whole bunch of temples we won't have to spend production on ourselves. That's production we can funnel into units to kill our neighbors. You know, the neighborly thing to do. Oh, that is Korea down there. It'll give us ironworking for masonry. That sounds good. Okay, does it look... Excuse me, does it look like we can get much else off of them? We can at least get 10 gold. It's better than nothing. Alright, on to philosophy. Build some embassies. Mostly just help us figure out where exactly everyone is. Alright. Let's just build a warrior. You build a worker now. You go over there. Project Najran there. I wonder if we have, like, all of the sources of horses. Sounds like a nursery rhyme. On this continent. Doesn't look like we have any iron. Oh no, we have some iron right there. Alright, good. So that means we can postpone our conquest until we get our unique unit, our Memluk, because that requires horses and iron. And we could just use that to kick butt instead of trying to fight a war in the early game with swordsmen and chariots and stuff. Not that that's, you know, a bad thing or anything. It's just easier to fight with like strong units than early game units. Especially if we can get to those end game units, or not end game units, those stronger units before the the other players can. What is that? Oh, Germany. Oh, okay. This is a big continent. All right, so that means the other continent is the small boys with the 3 on theirs. All right, that makes this a little significantly more interesting. That means we have a lot more room to expand into. A lot more navies to kill. Hopefully that's it. Hopefully it's just the 4 targets to wipe out. Let's produce a worker. Yeah, how about you start on a Kura. Philosophy. Alright, I think I want to get Code of Laws for free. Yeah. That way we can get the courthouses and everything. Definitely want literature for the libraries. And making would also be nice for better boats and harbors and stuff. Polytheism for... well. I think we can postpone that. To currency for the markets. Those will get us more money as well as a bunch of extra happiness. Then I think construction, polytheism, public. Yeah, we're kind of zooming through the tech here because we get a whole bunch of techs for free from Goody Huts, which is always nice. Yeah, it doesn't look like we'll have a monopoly on horses because there's at least one down there. Doesn't look like Carthage or Netherlands have any, but yeah, we certainly wouldn't have a monopoly once we reached out to the other continent because there's going to be some over there as well. But there's a thought. Oh, did not mean to build a farm on that tile. That's the despotism penalty kicking in. Don't want to build farms on grassland because you will lose the extra food and essentially waste your turns. Okay, there's just a warrior. I was worried he might be, like, settling over here. Definitely want to block him off from doing that, because that way we can kind of keep our hold on the territory north of us. Granary, I guess. Yeah, you'll have a lot of... Well, actually, I think you have so much food you don't need the granary. So how about you just do another Kura? Something fast that can help us chart the... Get a better sense of how big our continent is. Alright, Medina's built a granary, so now you can build a settler. Yeah, we definitely don't want to attack Carthage in this era, like with this era's units, because they have their unique unit, which is a... Yeah, it's a spearman with some kind of crazy stats I gave it. But they also can't build pikemen, so they're kind of like stuck with that until they get to arquebusiers. It's a little bit of a trade-off. Looks like Netherlands are just settling in the middle of the desert, like a bunch of weirdos. Yeah, we'll move. No. I'm making, of course. Always happens. Library. Got a fair amount of commerce from those silks, I believe. Let's go this way. Hopefully our Kura won't get too wet and have a die. But since I accidentally moved it onto a sea tile, I probably will. But nope. Alright. It's survived somehow. Keep it to the very light blue waters. Yeah, alright. Most advanced nations. That means we have the most tech, I believe. Which is good. Hopefully we can maintain that lead. Oh, and Carthage's swordsmen as well. That means they have iron. Yeah, they have iron here. So we definitely don't want to mess with them until we get an advantage. Dutch are building the pyramids. Hopefully we build it first. Did I, like, accidentally tell... I must have actually told one of my workers to, like, explore or something. Alright. Yeah, it looks like it was Damascus's judging by the lack of improved tiles around it. Yeah, definitely think this is going to be the end of the continent, so to speak. I don't think on a standard size map we're going to have more than 5 people on a continent. Because they're only going to be... if there were 6 people in this continent, that would mean there would be 2 on the other. That would be kind of silly. Oh, another worker. Alright. I'm going to kind of take a leap and send that guy out into the ocean blue, see if we can make contact with that other continent at all. Probably not. But, nothing risked, nothing gained, eh? Let's just... Oh. If we can survive like one more... If we can survive this turn, then we can reach the other continent. And defy all historical plausibility. Baghdad. You don't have a lot of production, do you? You work on top. It actually has some, huh? So... you... Trying to decide what I should build here. Let's just save myself the trouble of thinking and build a warrior. Alright. We did make it. Okay, so there's... This looks like the other continent list. This is just like a big island. Which would be kind of funny, but not what we're looking for. Yeah, let's hurry the production of that settler. Get out before the heat death of the universe. And it looks like Carthage made a boo-boo. And by made a boo, I mean did something really stupid, and they built a city on, like, with nothing but desert around it, kind of far away from their other cities. So let's swoop in and surround it, and take it with our pressure.
Are you sure about that?
I think we have the pyramids unlocked because we're 6 turns away, and I haven't seen like an announcement of anyone else building it. But we also don't get any news on the other continent without embassies with them. Basra there. Put some loyalty pressure on Carthage, on Hippo specifically. Yeah, build a mine there. Khorasan here. What is this? This is India. Right. Polytheism, we want for that. Really? Fine. Another greedy bastard. Even though we have 2 techs we can give him, he won't take 2 techs for 1. Like, come on. Alright. See ya then. Build an embassy with you. Oh, we don't have enough money. Yeah. Doesn't really matter too much if he doesn't like us, because he's on the other continent. So until he gets, like, the galleons, he's not going to come all the way over here. Baghdad, you start another settler. Kufa, you do a warrior. Protect yourself with knowledge. Yeah, there it goes. Of course. Well, we did at least meet India, so that's something. Doesn't help us meet anyone else on that continent, but still something. Let's see. Alright, and there's the pyramids. So now, Mecca, you start cranking them out. Dutch building the Great Lighthouse. And Germany built something or other. Started building something or other. I think it was the Colossus, they said. Zulu built the Oracle. Alright. Would have been nice for us to get that, but now here's what it is. Let's get a bunch of free border pops. Thanks to all the free... it's one of the reasons I like building the pyramids, in this case. It's because we get free border pops in all of our cities without having to spend a whole bunch of production in each of those cities. You have to spend a bunch of production in one city, but better to have one city be busy and then like have all of your cities be busy. Library. Yep, no worker. Settler. Yep. Just crank them out. guy over there to get the fish, so it has at least some food. Anjar. What was that? Actually, build a warrior. Don't want to lose those. Lose as few turns building the worker as I can. Yeah, just crank out the settlers. Just keep them coming. I think courthouse. You do a harbor. Because you're not gonna get a lot of food otherwise. Move that guy up there so we can actually have access to the whales. Not that whales are like, you know, amazing resources, but it's nice to be able to get to work them when you can. Settler, please. Khorasan. Also stole a tile from Utica, which is always nice. Not a Utica, no, it's not the expression. Yeah. So we're just gonna keep on building the settlers until we run out of tiles to settle, really. What else is new? The Civ 3 things. Not much else to do this early in the game. Oh. Okay. Yeah, Becca, you just keep cranking out the settlers for me, please. Medina, you too. Just cranking out settlers like we cranked out wonders back in the France game. Both in Civ 6 and Civ 3. Civ 4 to a lesser extent. Fustat, let's say? Yes, Fustat. Alright. Thankfully it's got that bonus grassland, so that's something at least. Alright. Currency under construction. Unfortunately, we only have the one like luxury within our borders. Unless we want to like go past Utica and let this miner here and grab those gems. Which, well, wouldn't really do us any good because we would have to like get a road through those cities, and we can't do that without a like open borders with them. So head over there. You finish the road from Najran and Damascus to Mecca, so it can benefit from the one luxury resource we have. Unless we want to try our luck and sail all the way over there to get those. Well, again, we wouldn't be able to connect those two cities and get the luxuries from here over to here without the technology to cross those, cross the ocean, which I think is like magnetism or... Yeah, I think it's magnetism in this game. It looks like we're stuck with the one luxury until we go on the warpath, and we'll have all the luxuries on this continent to ourselves. Yeah, mama. I could make all sorts of stupid jokes there, but I will refrain. Because I don't particularly find those jokes funny. If I did think those jokes were funny, then I would definitely tell them, but Anjar... Anjar, this is a good city. Alright, I'll be here all week. Okay, so just... Wascat, well, that's in Oman. Okay. India's building the Colossus. Good for them. Okay, so it doesn't look like I need to have an embassy with someone in order to like get those little news pop-ups. Because I don't have an embassy with India because it was too expensive. And I also got alerts about Germany, and I don't have a embassy with them either. So I'm talking about culture flipping, and I just realized I think I might have actually turned culture flipping off. Just because it's kind of annoying. And I don't want to like risk losing any of my own cities to culture flips, so let's build a library here in Mecca. Build a worker here in Yamama. Hopefully we can get Yamama nice and big. I said I wasn't gonna, and then I did. Yeah, settling these gems wouldn't do us much good because we wouldn't be able to get a, like I said, we wouldn't be able to get a road. And actually, we do have another luxury resource. We have this incense. Okay, so we have at least two. It looks like... Yeah, there's spices down here in Korean, German territory, and there's also the gems here. So once we conquer this continent, we'll have 4, which actually 5 because we had the first 2. Yeah, I think there's like 1 luxury per civ. That's how the distribution rules go. I think that's kind of by the nature of the beast. It's kind of all she wrote for our peaceful settling. So let's cut it with the settlers. That city's not going to be doing much. Bukhara. That's in like Central Asian steppe, I think. This big lake that Netherlands have here. We my nice big lake later. Once we get our Mamluks up and running. So yeah, let's switch these cities over to other production projects, since I think we're kind of all settled out for now. And I could see like 1 or 2 other cities. I could see like maybe putting a city here, but that'd be kind of a crap city. Wouldn't really give us much. So yeah, we'll cool it for now. And just kind of stick with the amount of cities we have, which is a fair amount. I think we still have more cities than any other single civ on this map. But warrior, please. Warrior as well. Yeah, 2 food, 2 gold, 1 shield. It's a pretty nice tile, nothing to sneeze at. I wish I could sneeze on command. Warrior, hanging gardens. Alright. Bez. That's in Morocco. Very fun civ to play as in Civ 5. Even they're not necessarily the greatest. I think I made them a lot better, but fortunately we won't be able to see that because Morocco is only in Civ 5. So, at least for this meta series, we won't be playing them. Maybe I'll do more videos on like civs we won't be covering like later on. Like maybe I can do like videos showing some of the other changes I made in my Civ 5 mod that we don't necessarily get to see in the meta series. Yeah, I think it said they were building a Temple of Artemis. We didn't necessarily want that because we only really need the... Well, actually we don't really need the granaries anymore at all because we're done with settling. Like the main thing about granaries is you want them to kind of replenish your population after you spend it building... yeah. Thankfully some of these... Okay. Thankfully some of these cities have a lot of food and like low production. You can kind of whip things out. Like spend population to rush them, like you can in Civ 4. We go with the marketplace here. Unfortunately, we will lose that ability once we switch to Republic. She probably will, because even though monarchy is arguably better for like military action, the extra commerce from our Republic is just so good. So worth it. I'm gonna move. As for rite of passage, Netherlands, just so I can get this warrior home. Alright, now in the next era, we continue researching Republic so we can switch to it. And since we're religious, we will be able to switch a little faster. In theory, what I could do is I could switch to monarchy instead, and since we're religious, a much shorter anarchy. And then once we're done killing everybody, we can switch over to Republic and reap the rewards of all that land. Yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna do that. We haven't got monarchy since we did Rome, I think. It might have been monarchy as England, but I know we were definitely Republic as France. It was not for the historical accuracy, though. It's just because Republic is good. Yeah, give them some entertainment. Yeah, the downside about using population to rush things, just like in Civ 4, is that your cities will be angry with you when you do it. So, you should build a warrior, yeah. Yeah, we cannot forget the cruel oppression you have bore down on us. So, yeah, you will make your cities unhappy because, fun fact, people don't like dying. And they don't like it if you make them die to build something. Kind of a word of advice. So I think I might try for the Great Wall because, yeah, it increases the odds that we'll get a leader from winning battles, which we will be doing a fair amount of because we'll be, like I said, taking over our whole continent, more accurately. Thankfully, Coruscant has stopped revolting. Bugger off. You're 3 civs away. I don't care about your threats. You're right off Germany. I don't know what he thinks I don't like what kind of hot crap he thinks he is. He's literally 3 civs away from me. Like, you have to go through 3 different civs just to get to me to enforce his demands. And I don't know about you, but I don't see that happening. You do a harbor. Actually, no. You should do a warrior first for the protection. Not a big Tony's kind of protection, but the like angry Doberman kind of protection. So, courthouse, marketplace, please. Germans building Temple of Artemis. They can have it, honestly. The thing about deserts is that they're actually not a bad to settle on if you have the agricultural trait. Because if you're agricultural, then farms on desert actually give an extra food for some reason. Probably because you're agricultural and you know how to use the land better. And like giving you extra food on every farm would just be like blatantly overpowered. So keep it to like the one tile where you want extra food, really, and that you can like build farms on. You can't build farms on tundra. It's too cold. No, we'll research the Republic next. Then, yeah. So since we're religious, we should yes. Exit anarchy like this very next turn. In theory, I believe. It's been a while. It's been a while. Oh. Yep. Look at that. Like one turn of anarchy and that was it. That's the power of religious. So, yeah, we don't get the benefits from Republic, but we do get, I believe, slightly faster workers. I believe that was one of the things I gave Monarchy, and you also get cheaper military upkeep. Like, we don't spend as much on our military units. Also, I believe that also means we can... No, okay. I thought that meant we could also keep spending up to rush production, but that's a no-go. It's a bright shame that Coruscant there has, like, no production. Oh, I was built Great Wall. Okay. Yeah, it has, like, one tile that has any shields on it. Move... So I get a little bit of science out of it then. I'll also stop it from growing quite so fast, which can be a bit of a problem at times. It's just it can, like, grow so fast that it outgrows our ability to deal with the unhappiness. It's a Temple of Artemis. I don't really want it. Let's do Hanging Gardens instead. That'll give us a bunch of happiness in all of our cities. Which we would definitely like. I guess we can start building barracks in some of our cities. Actually, I wonder if you have enough production to build the Colossus. We'll see. It's 17 turns away. Someone might beat us to it, but can't really hurt too much to try, huh? Courthouse, marketplace, harbor, aqueduct, because you're out of space to grow. You, courthouse, you, courthouse, Great Lighthouse. Good for them. You listen, Yeah, we're gonna need that for chivalry, which is where our unique unit is. Let's see. Also get engineering, so we can plant some trees on our tundra tiles, which we thankfully don't have too many of. Education, and we'll go from there. Well, we're good with monarchy for now. We'll switch over to republic once we kill everybody. So we want to enjoy. We want to keep our. We're gonna need a big army to take over this entire continent, so we want to ideally keep that nice and affordable. And monarchy will help us do that, because we get a certain number of free units with each city based on their population. And with monarchy, you get more free units than you do in republic. You also get faster workers. I believe that was one of the changes I made. I guess build like a few horsemen that we can upgrade into Mamluks later. Courthouse, marketplace. Why don't we put mausoleum here to give all the water tiles in this city a huge boost. That one's just that changes based on how it works in Civ 6, for the record. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call this episode here. Yeah, so next time we're probably going to once we get to chivalry, we're gonna start cranking out our Mamluks like it's nobody's business. Once we get this iron hooked up, we're gonna start cranking out Mamluks. We're gonna start with Carthage because he was a jerk and he wouldn't sell us the tech we wanted. Then we'll probably just go through the Dutch because they're next, and then go through Korea because they're next, and then Germany. It kind of makes it a little easy to pick who to go with because Carthage is our kind of our only neighbor. There's one Dutch city over here, but if we want to go through the Dutch, we have to go either all the way around or just plow through Carthage. Then if we want to go to Korea, we have to kind of go through the Dutch. Then if we want to get to Germany, we have to go through Korea. So yeah, it's a big long kind of a string, but it simplifies the order in which we go about things. So yeah, if you liked what you saw, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Doing all those things says the magical YouTube algorithm, guys, that you like what I do and you want me to be able to see it. Also, I have a coffee page if you missed the announcement video I posted. If you want to donate any of your money to help the channel keep going, then I would definitely appreciate it. You don't have to, obviously. Like I said, if you're watching this video, you're under no obligations to support the channel in any way. Just what it's a voluntary thing. If you want to help the channel a little bit more and get some nice rewards in return, go ahead and support me on Coffee. But as always, be good, stay safe, and I'll see you all next time.